So we've got the R60 Mini Countryman S here. It's got an engine management light on, and it's running a bit rough. I've just started it, but you'll probably start hearing the sound. Oh, there it goes. The revs are going up and down to start with, and there's a noise. So just to kind of give you an idea of the fault. Taking this off. If you take a look, first and foremost, it's really hard to take off. Yeah. There we go. As soon as you block that in, it starts running a bit better. And you can just hear how bad that is. So let's turn it off. Right, so you can see as soon as I took off the cap, the oil cap, the air leak on this was present. So this has kind of already been done. I initially thought it was the somewhere from like the water pump side, because it has been losing a little bit of water as well. And I thought, okay, so maybe it's the tensioner in the water pump system, somewhere along those lines. But then I took off the belt for the drive belt, running the water pump and the alternator and everything, and the noise was still there. So I figured out, right, that's not going to be it, which is, on that note, that's why the frame around there and everything's off. Yeah, so looking into it further, turns out that there's a kind of a, I'll show you the new one. This is the PCV kind of membrane. There's a part number for it or whatever. I'll show you my one. So just open this up. So yeah, I'll show you kind of how to take this off. Get one in there and just use that there. Flicks open and there you go, it comes off. There's a cover, and you can see that's all ripped over there. So quite likely is going to be that. That's what's causing the noise. Air is obviously getting in from there. There's a leak, vacuum leak, which is causing the issues. So I'm going to replace that, which is literally not too much of a tough job. I'm just taking that off. I couldn't find, my only option was either ordering this bit and then replacing that, or buying a whole new valve cover. There's a massive price difference, so this is what I've gone with. Otherwise, generally they say you should replace this, and obviously I'll clean this side up as well. You can see all the, over time, all this oil and stuff that's kind of gathered up and around here. So yeah, I'm going to clean all of that up as well, and then I'll replace this this PCV membrane, as they call it, and I'll see if that gets rid of the fault. And yeah, let's see how we get along. Just another little point I've realised, it might be worth mentioning this. This thing has actually gone solid. Well, I mean, there's bits of rubber in there, but I'm sure the other one was quite a bit soft. You can see this. Wow. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep, that's, I'm quite sure that wasn't meant to be like that. That's all that oil and stuff that's right on there. Yeah, that makes sense. So, just started it, and instantly you can see it's starting to run a lot better. The engine management light's still there, so I'm doing a diagnostic on it. But yeah, I mean the sound's gone straight away, and you can see overall it's running a lot better. Once we can read the codes on it with Carly, we can kind of try and figure out exactly what has happened. But yeah, that was definitely something that needed doing. It instantly started up a lot better, and you can see. I feel like this is going to be like another issue, because I did have some of the faults showing up on it. And okay, so we've done a diagnostic, and you can see these are the faults that have come down. So boost pressure. I did start it. So this is the other thing that I'm looking at, Vanos intake control error, which I'm thinking is quite likely to be can't remember the name of the bit now, but I think it's the Vanos sensor. Why is it? Oh, I'll show you in a second anyway. This is because the battery's a bit low. Obviously this has been parked up, so right. So yeah, the only one that was really of kind of any concern, I think, was the one for the Vanos unit. Okay, so the clear is finished. Engine management light is still there. And what I'd probably want to do is just checking, keeping an eye on the temperature at the same time, because it was losing water, so I just want to see kind of if anything happened to that. Oh, well, it's going down, so I've just literally heard the water pump kicking in as well. So that's a good sign, because it was losing water as well. So that's interesting to see, to be honest. With the signage management light on, let's see. It was in lip mode as well. Yeah. So it's not going over. Let's take a look. I know these can go to just over 100, like 102, 103. Okay, but the temperature is dropping again, so it's not overheating or anything, so that's a good sign. Let's try and take a look and figure out what else this could be. The temperature is holding quite well, so yeah, let's take a look elsewhere. Yeah, so just coming on to the water issue. Obviously the thermostat has obviously opened up, but you can see I've filled the water tank, or the coolant tank, right up here, and that hasn't lost anything yet. So we'll take a look at that, but it's the Vanos solenoid valve, which apparently is that thing just there. And then it goes, you can see, oh, that's a bit loose. You can see it goes into there. Now from what I recall, because I've rebuilt this engine, is there is a little bolt or a torque switch just holding that in, which, see if we can get in there. Ow. Right, that's hot. Yeah, so it's kind of around there. Maybe it's just to the side of it. But I definitely remember there's something holding this bit in. So I've just got to get in there, take that out, and just take a look at that. Potentially that's what's causing the engine fault. I'll take it out, clean it up, put it back in, and if that works, then I'm going to order a new one and replace it. So we'll take a look and see if that's kind of causing an issue. So yeah, let's see how we get along. Right, so I've taken the intake pipe here off. It's just two. We've got that one clamp there and one over here. For the sake of that, it's definitely worth doing because it just makes your life so much easier. And then this plug I took off, it's just got this clip under here. I used a really small screwdriver just to kind of show you this one, but I just got in there like that, and it's about just like that. That's, if you can imagine, that's where the plug would be. You just literally flick it and it comes off. That's if it's stiff, obviously. If it comes off by hand, then by all means do so. And then you come behind it. I'll try and show you this without looking myself. There is, that's the Torx bit there. Let's see what size Torx bit is it. It's a T30. By the looks of things. Sorry, my kit's a bit. It's been out in the rain for a bit, but yeah. T30. Get that in there. Literally just alongside. Small extension. You should be able to take that out. Let's take a look. Right, so as an FYI, first things first, well, it is a bit out, but you can see I've stuck that rag down there. Oil's going to leak out, so you'll probably want to have something ready there just to kind of plug straight back into the hole that this comes out of. And also try and do this when the engine's cold, because as you can see, I want to use this envelope to hold it. It's bloody hot, and even generally just working around there was, yeah, obviously I had to check the other bits and bobs, which I've done, but you know, just taking a look at this just to examine it. You can see there's a lot of light bouncing off of this one, so I don't know if that's a bit better, but there you go. So you can see there's little bits of like dirt and stuff in there, and obviously I'm guessing with all this dirt in there, not really operating properly. And this bottom one is meant to be totally clear from what I know, and where you can see that these top two, there's still, you can see through them, but this one's there's literally no way to look through. So yeah, what I'm going to do is a little bit of an experiment, clean this up, put it back in to see if that removes the check engine light. I've got some EGR cleaner there, that should do the trick. I'll spray that in there, clean it out, and yeah, let's see if that helps. Wow, so instantly, I don't know if you can see this on camera, but it's just so much more clear. And I've only literally just done this for about 10 seconds. Just literally sprayed it in there and wiped it off. I haven't really given it a thorough clean. Obviously I want to change it anyway, but yeah, you can see there's a massive difference already. Quite confident with this. I mean, initially when I took it out, there was almost like a piece of hair stuck on there, but it looks like definitely looks in a much better position now. So yeah, let's put this back in and kind of see how we get along. Fitting is obviously just reverse of what we've already done. There's nothing too technical on it. The only thing I will mention is the little Torx bit that I took out of it. That is there's not a lot of kind of space, so essentially you want to have either a magnetic screwdriver, some sort of a magnet, something to be able to pick it up, just because, you know, it's probably going to be a bit difficult to kind of get out that easily. What I did was, once I took the Torx bit out, I let it kind of just sit where it was, and then I grabbed a magnet and I took it out with that. So it didn't actually drop, because as you can see, I'm working here late. This time of the night, won't really want to be getting underneath to try and find a black Torx bit kind of thing. Yeah. But yeah, let's see how we get along. Okay, so we've done that, and we've still got an engine management light. However, There's only one more fault code, which is the boost pressure control. Pressure build locked now, whatever the hell that means. So yeah, I guess the Vanos solenoid kind of side of things is done. We've just got to figure out now what this last thing means. Yeah, overall, good result. Quite pleased with that. I'm guessing that I might even just need to take this thing for a drive, because you can see the actual engine management light there is gone. So yeah, we'll see kind of how we get along with this. But yeah, hopefully with a bit of luck, that'll be the end of that matter.